at least one day out of the week. I'm going to do my best to promise you that. When I say do my best, I mean, just the situation right now. I have to put a lot of focus on getting ready for the road.
Expecting
But as often as possible, I'll come live with you. And it'll be anywhere between, say, a half hour to 2 hours. And, today we're going to do, I'd say, just around a half-hour live stream, if not a little less. And then,
that's good.
I got to go take care of something.
Less.
And then I'll be back. I'll be coming live again, so be ready. Make sure your notifications are on. I'll come live again, and we'll do, say, another 20 minutes, as long as I have it in me, all right? Because, I'm just limbering up, And when it comes to the live stream and being on screen, as you know, like I do it for you. Say it that way. I come live for you. So
it's totally not for him.
I appreciate you bearing with me as I reacclimate to the screen, reacclimate to being live. That way I could be here with you as much as possible.
Easy day. And Rochelle and Ghostface and Jen. This is right now. This is live. I wouldn't be live right
now. Ariana, welcome on. Marthy says, how's it going today? Good.
Not you, James. James is an idiot. I don't like James.
See, the app keeps asking me to look at stuff, and when it comes up, it's making the comments disappear. It's super annoying. If anyone, I know y'all like to send in the feedback to the company, to the app, let them know that these pop-ups they're sending are super irritating, and they're blocking my view of your comments. This never happened before. It's very, very annoying because I want to talk to you, and this Bigo thing on the bottom keeps popping up, and it's super irritating. I don't like it. George, welcome to the broadcast. Mia Boo, welcome to the broadcast. Any idea where I might travel to? Yeah, so I'm gonna start just traveling around the country. Right now, this is the probable. All right, the probable is that I'm gonna get a car. I'm gonna get traveling around the country, nice and slow, and just to get reacclimated to the road. And I'm just gonna take you over the states, national parks, monuments, things like that.
This isn't
pretty
gonna
much
happen.
Anything that's free, just as we're getting going. And until I get used to it again, and then you know what I mean. The better we do, the better I do, and the more comfortable I get on the road again. Then
goes on and on.
We can start doing things that are more exclusive. But we're gonna start off with what's free. And if you don't know much about America,
text messages to show you guys after of James.
Yes, May. Thank you.
James was texting Josh a bunch of crazy
America
shit.
America has a lot. Okay, we have a very large country, and we have varying landscapes across the country. We are like multiple countries mixed into one. We have deserts, we have mountains, we have cities, we have rural areas, we have a lot of different things here that,
it's like a lot of other places.
World, you have to travel, hundreds or thousands of miles to see. And in our country, you can travel 150 miles and go from, the desert to the forest, So there's a lot to see.
I'm pretty sure he's still in
Vegas.
And
I'll make sure to share that with you. And if you aren't from America, welcome. And, I'll be happy to share our beautiful country with you as much as possible. For now, and more than likely the next couple of months, it's just going to be me and you hopping on here, walking back and forth from the store, to and from the store, getting reacclimated with each other and getting acquainted until it's time to go. Now, I'll also tell you that on the possibility that buying a parcel of land.
I'll show you guys the text after. I don't think he's immune.
It's a potential opportunity because what I'm looking at right now is where I've gotten approval for, and I now have funding to get a vehicle and get on the road, right? I have a driver, a friend of mine, and because me personally, if I'm on the road, I have to be able to work and be on the road, and it's not feasible for me to run the platform at the level that y'all are expecting of me and be driving at the same time. It's just not possible, and there's no way to maintain, like financially speaking, it's not a possibility for me to be driving and also making the content, and to make enough money making the content and be driving. So, my buddy's gonna come along, and that's the initial plan. Now, I'm also looking at buying land. All right. And we're, just like a small, very, very small piece of land. Just something that I could have. Now, if that becomes the avenue, then as opposed to traveling around the country, should getting a piece of land work out, then I will share that with you.
So he's grabbing something. He's buying land?
I'll go and
He's not
develop the
buying
land.
fucking land.
Put something on it for me to live, even if it's just like, an RV or something. And share that with you. And then once I have the piece of land settled, then, I'll start traveling at that point. But, really right now, the main thing is seeing if a piece of land is in the cards.
People are saying
and
California.
If it is, I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
The last time I saw him, he's in
getting
Vegas.
a parcel of land is a possibility, then I'm jumping on that. And, I'll get traveling, say a few months after that, maybe 2-3 months after getting that land settled. And what do you call it? But we're gonna get out there either way. I appreciate y'all for being here with me either way.
Sorry, I'm just getting
I'm excited for the future one way or the other.
Bobulated.
But we'll see how it goes. I just don't want to make you a promise and say, oh, a couple months we're gonna be on the road, and then I say, oh, I got a piece of land, and that's the angle we're going. So now is if I'm able to get a piece of land,
you won't.
The journey of slowing out and about what I'm building and the things I'm doing, and if not, then we'll get right on the road. Kayla, welcome to the broadcast. Barney, thanks for the likes. Lily, thanks for the likes. Kajal, thanks for the likes. Fred says only Bigo or other platforms as well. Tough to say right now. So where I stand right now, and I was talking to my buddy about this, the mainstream platforms, once you're verified, I'm not paying for, I find this funny. The platforms, most of the platforms want you to pay for a verified badge.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
like that. No offense to anybody, but if you're gonna be verified, I feel like you should have to earn it. And in some respects, you do have to. You can pay for the verification, but if they're not able to properly identify you, then they don't allow you to have a badge. But I've had the verification on Meta, and then also on X. But it's just the kind of thing where I'm using my money for other stuff, and people, y'all know me. It's me. I'm not too worried about the verified badge right now. I'm in a process of getting myself settled anyway, so I'll pay for that later. I'll do that later.
I'll never pay for that. I have
my rapport with y'all. It's me, and I don't need a badge. I don't need a verified badge to have people know that I'm legit.
That's
and I
right.
also at this point kind of feel like it brings down credibility to be paying for that, because there's a lot of people who haven't earned that credibility, who do have badges simply because they are paying for it and have their identity verified. So, I just, I'm going to work on that, put it in process, and
I'm not paying a company that's not paying
prioritize it
me.
later. It's the kind of thing for me where, quite honestly, I'll sooner pay for a music streaming service than I will for the verified badge. So, because it's just not important to me, you know what I mean? And then when the time comes that I have to, or, let's say I got $20-$30 sitting around.
I'll show you what I know after.
Yeah, I'll do it. But I'm at a point where I have to utilize and invest every dollar that I have. The economy's changing. That $30 is worth a lot more for me in crypto or the stock market than it is paying for a verified badge. So, And then on top of that, I've been making content for over a decade, and I
Well,
came
this
into all this during
is
the
this
time
this is the
when
content.
being verified was a big deal and you had to earn it.
Yeah, it's on
And
Bigo.
I worry about it, so I don't do it. I'll take care of it later. But Lawsless says, "Where's the land?" I haven't chosen yet. I don't know yet. Realistically, I can pick just about anywhere in the country,
I thought he said he was looking into
and
it.
a couple $100 bus ride to wherever I'm going. It's not that hard. That piece of it. People think of land, they think it's very expensive and things like that. But the reality is, if you're getting like a half acre or a quarter acre somewhere that isn't, that people aren't interested in building on, people aren't interested in propagating, and it's like $2,000. I just spent like $2,000 and get a piece of land. So, and then the taxes on it, whatever. It's not much different than owning a car when it comes to the finances. Like you buy a car, you have to pay for the maintenance, you pay for the gas. Having a piece of land, you buy the land, you pay for the maintenance of the land, you pay for the taxes on the land, things like that. So I figure at this point, with what a struggle it's become to maintain proper domicile, proper address in this country, with things becoming so organized and restricted, that it makes a lot more sense for me to grab a piece of land first, if I can.
That's crazy.
Just in case I get on the road and something happens. Let's say something happens to the car or it breaks down.
Yeah, then what'll happen? He froze.
A piece of
Just trying to check messages or something.
ground.
Bigo's gotten worse over the years. He used to do the lines thing when he would check
Especially once I
messages.
start traveling internationally and
Now
giving
it
you
just
content
freezes.
from around the world, that I have somewhere to rest my head. And that I'm not just, a vagabond, and then it puts you, I end up right back in a similar predicament where I don't really know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
Cody
so that
Cody
has
Brown
become
never built
an
his fucking
absolute
places.
priority. I'd say just about priority number one. But as far as where I'm getting land, I'm in a position where I'm not being too picky, as long as it's not absolutely in the middle of nowhere, and the taxes on it and what I have to pay aren't outrageous, and it either is already or could be transitioned into, a proper residential address, if not anything else. That's about all I'm looking for. So, if you're watching this and you're connected with me on any platforms, or say you have my number, or my email, send me a text, send me an email, send me a message somewhere. If you have any recommendations, or if you want me on your land, or if you have a vehicle that you're selling and you'd be interested in seeing it in the content, or
Oh, so this is
just
how he's
if there's
looking
any
for
angle
land.
that
If
I
you
could,
have land,
bring you business, or bring something good your way from, my network to yours, from what I have going to what you might have going, just let me know.
you guys want to give James your land?
Amber Johnson, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the likes. Apology soup sauce for sale.
What are these places behind them?
I mean,
Pawn shop,
I've been looking all over.
the
I
Star
look on the
Motel.
internet though, not like I'm not physically land hunting. I look on the internet, so there's plenty on like Facebook.
That place.
And
What is that place?
other places like that. Land Watch, that's a good app.
I'll have to go
like
back
Redfin,
and flip it.
There's a couple of
after
different
he
apps that
ends.
you can use, but there's land all over the place. It's just about finding a parcel of land that's low cost, easy to get in contact with the owner, and making sure that it's private land that isn't going to be HOA or something that I would have to build on. And that, that's kind of the long and short of it is, I'm not.
James just wants to park a car
I'm
on
not
his
some
land with Josh
millionaire going to
and eat Subway
buy
sandwiches.
a parcel of land and build a mansion on it, or I'm not trying to buy a home in the suburbs. I'm just
The
a guy
HOA.
looking for a
What is
piece
he
of
even talking
land
about?
for a couple grand maximum that I can properly utilize as a residential address, to make sure that as I travel, I have a fallback. I have something that actually belongs to me that I can return to, whether something happens or not. Honestly, it's just for the first time in my life to have
I don't
a permanent
promote James's
residential
platforms.
domicile that
I
belongs
just
to me.
watch his content.
That's that isn't
It's up there. You
something
can
that
see
I'm
it.
utilizing in some other fashion. And just because of what I was born into and how I was raised, and things that went on.
That's
I've never
Approach
had that.
A5 costs more
So
than a couple grand.
I've figured out
James
just
is
about
crazy.
every other piece of what I have to. Getting to a point where I can just, you know, manage my own finances and things like that. Yeah, what I mean is like be able to pay my own bills, not just knowing how. Now that I know how, I just, you know what I mean? Gotta get the money up and then I can go from there. But, you know, it's been a long journey. It's been
It's a mailbox
the
and a
better
bean
part
chair.
of 10
And
years.
Josh. That's
It's
what
been
I'm
almost
picturing.
11 years. It'll be 11 years in June that I have been, you know, like totally on my own. For
That's
you know,
not
for the
true
better
either.
part of being totally on my own for the past 11 years. Now it's
You was
kind of
with
just
Josh
getting
last year.
myself to a point where I can get a piece of land and move on, you know, and just start doing my own thing without all of the existential supports that are no longer a necessity for me. All right, give me 1 second. So I'm gonna pass this off to you so I can hang out with these guys. All right. So I stay live. Is that good with you? All right.
Who's he talking
So
to?
you take that, and then do you remember it? Okay.
What the fuck?
And then yeah, just run in there, whatever you want to grab. Just grab me 2 of those big monsters if you will. Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's all I want. Is just two of the monsters. Yeah, so that's the long and short of what's going on. You know, that's what I got for you. I appreciate you being here. My name is James. I have been doing social media for the better part of 10 years. I was talking to another buddy of mine this morning. He says, well, what do you do? It's one of my favorite questions because back in the day, it was one of my least favorite questions. If y'all were there back then, oh my gosh, I was always complaining. You know, somebody'd be like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, well, what do you mean what I do? I'm live streaming. And, you know, I didn't understand because, you know, I wasn't much of a consumer back then. I didn't watch a lot of content back then. And I've gotten into things since then. And, you know, I have people that I watch, people that I pay attention to, and that I follow and I enjoy. And, you know, so now I get it. They're like, you know what I mean? I don't really have a topic. But I talk to people, you know what I mean? When you have something to say, we engage with one another. And then, what do you call it? And I got into the travel. You know, I got on the road and I started seeing the country and shared it with you as much as I could. And now I'm going to get back into that, you know? And ultimately, I don't want travel to be the only thing I'm doing. But it works for now. You know what I mean? It's a way that I could have somewhere to call home and at the same time get out there and provide you with some form of content other than just the AI videos that I'm making and putting up across social media. Because y'all enjoy
we
those
gotta check out his AI videos. I wasn't expecting to do like a James video today.
You know, I miss
have those to
connecting
see
with
too.
the audience. I miss being able to make videos of my real life. And society has become much more strict where, you know, it's difficult to be able to put out content of your real life without putting it all on the line. And, you know, if we're being real and you pay attention, there aren't really any creators on social media anymore.
He beat up his pregnant girlfriend on the side of the road. He's been to jail like 3 times.
It's not a healthy decision. You know,
because of that and things relating to do with that.
Grow and evolve.
Violating restraining orders and stuff.
And, you know, now I'm doing pretty good. I found a very positive angle with that, you know, with the AI, which has been good.
Come on, yeah.
What do you call it?
For real.
I want to continue on with that, you know? I want to continue on with what I've been doing, being able to provide you with something, while at the same time getting back into what I enjoy. And, you know, I personally,
He said this so many times. I've heard him say this so many times.
I miss it, you know? And where I'm at in my life right now, I can't really do that for you as much.
He misses looking at himself in the camera, you know, and getting money.
On out of here and getting onto the road, and everyone is going to have a much better time. And on top of that, everyone's going to make a lot more money, which, you know, matters quite a bit.
I don't really make a lot of money off James anymore, but sure.
And put themselves, you know,
do something crazy, James.
Parts of their lives.
Make us all some money.
Me being able to make this content for you.
Well,
and I owe them that much, you know, and I owe you that much. Like, I want to make sure that I have that to give you. So over time, things will continue to build, and as I'm live streaming more with you, the views go up, and things get a little further. But for now, it's kind of just getting used to things again, coming back to normal, and that's about it. So, this is the first live stream I've done. I'd say in about 3-4 months, probably longer actually, maybe like 8 months. My gosh, I haven't live streamed in a while. I've been really busy. I've just been in the middle of stuff, taking care of things, and yeah. Anyway, so 1 second, I gotta wait for the monsters to disperse.
What they hear you say that?
Yeah. So, it's been a while, but I'm here, and I'm gonna do my best to stay with you and stay focused. But I also have the Bigo team working on changing my username, because that's, it's good.
The team.
It's just, I spent a lot of time putting into this, and I don't want to degrade the family name by just having it as a social username. But this is what we got for now, and that's how it is. So
I wrote is
so what
instead
about
of
you?
if. My brain is not awake right now.
What about you? Tell me about you. Tell me about what you have going on. Because my life, it's kind of interesting, but it's not much fun without people to talk to. And since Bigo no longer has a messaging platform, unless you find me on another platform and send me a message, it's pretty tough to stay in contact.
Bigo shouldn't have
any
a
form of
messaging platform.
Once I'm on the road, once I'm out there, I can make videos, and there's like obvious reasons why I can't just get on there and be doing that here. But when we get on the road, or at least get to my land, then
Who do you guys think he's with right now?
I could start live streaming for you on the regular platforms. TikTok, listen, I'm thankful that the platforms remember me having to make the new profiles, because I get on there and they, give me access to the live streaming without needing to have all those followers. But still, it's like, the thing is, what I was telling my buddy is, this is a second party platform, right? This is like it's not like a mainstream platform. So I can get on here, I could talk with you, and there isn't like a massive amount of metadata. There isn't like a lot of information being shared, that like kind of exposes people's privacy. Like kind of removes their ability to maintain privacy. So, that's part of why I'm doing it here. But once we're out there, once I'm out there on my land, or out there on the road, or possibly in that order for both, then we can do that, and I'll live stream on the regular platforms. Is that a message? Did we get messaging back? Ah, sweet. All right, I got messaging back.
Oh no, he got messaging back. He's gonna be hitting up fucking.
All right, so there's a lot of messages.
Kids again.
Thank you. I did not see them. I will.
Hypothetical land. He doesn't have actual land. He's looking at.
Just send me
he
a
just
message.
wants someone's land.
And I'll get back to you. We'll go ahead and chat. Especially, here's the thing: like, I'm gonna be making plans for getting on the road, right? Like, I'm not just gonna go willy nilly. And I would love to meet some of you along the way and work meetups into the plan, because I used to do that all the time, and it was a lot of fun. So
maybe I'll meet
if you
up
want to meet up along the road, let's say I'm coming near your city or something, let me know. The thing is, what people do a lot of times is they won't tell me until I'm passing through their city. They'll say, "Oh, hey, you're coming through." And a lot of people don't know how much work I actually have to put into the platform, and how focused I have to be. So if you want me to stop in and see you, you got to tell me ahead of time, like really far ahead of time, to make sure that I'm not just blowing through and then I don't see your message until I'm in the next town or in the next city. So yeah, that's about it. So I'll stay live with you. I say another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I have something I got to take care of. And then if I'm feeling it, I will come back live. But I'm going to be honest with you. The likelihood is that we're going to get to the store. I'll get in there, take care of what I have to take care of. And then I'm not going to come live again until, whenever the next time is that I come live. Because as of right now, it's the first time I'm live streaming with you for the better part of a year. And I might need some time to decompress. So see what happens. But I thank you for being here. I appreciate your follow. I appreciate your messages. And it'd be nice to see you on the other platforms too, because I do post on the daily AI content. So I do AI
You
videos and
wanna
AI
see that?
photos. I post them up there on the platforms so that I can provide content to you while I'm in a position where I have to be a little more private. So, just let me know and we'll chat. But since we haven't really got any comments for the past 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Oh no.
I am gonna, instead of spend another 10 minutes just not doing anything, I'm gonna shut down, save my battery.
He's gonna shut down.
If y'all want me to stay live, just stay active in the comments. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being with me. See ya.
Maybe he'll just quit again. That'd be cool. Let me see if I can just The last time I did this, I was just able to. I wish you could just screen share. Normally, you used to be able to do it through QuickTime. Let me see if Discord wants to open. That's how I normally do it. Downloading one update. Is it gonna be actually one update? I was actually gonna start. Last time I tried this, it didn't want to start. I have to open Discord before I stream. Or else it just wants to never open. Hold on though. Let me close Bigo. Get out of here, Bigo. Get rid of this live sound. Oh yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to. I'm just trying to save myself from having to airdrop screenshots, and I'm just switch them. Open. What if I do it from the browser? I probably can do it from. I might just do it from the browser. All right. Well, Discord doesn't want to open. Give me 1 second. Saroka. The reason I think I can't do it from the browser because fuck me. I need to be in the other account. Oh, it's doing something. It's bouncing up and down. It's checking for updates. It's downloading 8 updates now. Okay, installing 8 updates. Starting. Okay, we're good. We're good. Give me 1 second. I'll get the messages pulled up here. Where is this going here? Going here. Join that. I'll mute that. Screen share. Okay. I just had to turn my notifications off. When was this from? Thursday. When was Thursday? Thursday was 2 days ago. So this is when they start. Watch stream. Hold this. Oh god. Sorry, I'm so fucking tired. I am not doing well. What is this? Fuck off. Okay. You guys can see this? You guys can see. Hey, fuck. We did it. We did it. How do I center that? There we go. Okay, so these are the messages. And how do I minimize this? I want to be able to see your guys' comments. There we go. There we go. Okay. So he said, "Where's Jimmy?" I said this to Josh on Thursday. I said, "Where's Jimmy? He didn't show up on your doorstep." He said he's still in Vegas. That's why I said I thought he was in Vegas. He got kicked out of the shelter for being white. Interesting. He's going to sue Las Vegas. He's going to sue the police. He's going to sue that person that hit him because apparently he got hit by a car. And he said, "I have a lot of stuff to show you." Or what are you doing? And I said, "Oh, wow. Yeah, I would be interested. I thought he died or something." And he said, "No, he's back to Jimmy Land." I said, "Okay, are you ready?" So then he sent this message. "I'm going to call the police on you if you don't send me that tracking number. Technically, you not sending my stuff is you stealing my property. Josh threw out James's stuff. So that, why can't I just swipe down?" And then I hate when Josh does this, by the way. I hate when he just highlights a comment so I can't see what he's saying to him. Then James says, don't worry, the feds are on it. My property is considered vital, so they're going to prioritize taking a fine-tooth comb to everything that happened from the time I was lured into Georgia until now. So he was the one who convinced Josh to get that apartment. Like, he wasn't lured. James convinced Josh to do that shit. Josh didn't lure him. I said, I'm sure the FBI top priority is James's property. Because I'm sure it is. Then he sent these. So I'm going to need a further description from you as far as why you're requesting what you're requesting on their end. There's no reason why they should be bothering you about my end of the lease. I'm going to call you. Please pick up. If you don't, I don't really have an ability to provide you with that information. And he says, I'm okay. I'm off the crutches and walking with a limp and currently pursuing a lawsuit while they find the driver. I'm preparing to sue the person who was operating a vehicle. Just operating a vehicle. I'm also pursuing a lawsuit against Allied Security Services. And now that I have been assaulted by the marshals, I didn't know he was assaulted by the marshals. Maybe I didn't read all of this. Reading it together now. I'm going to file a lawsuit against the city of Las Vegas. So he's going to sue everybody, apparently, with no fucking money to do so. And all I said is that paper they sent you needs to be signed and filled out by you and notarized and sent back to them as soon as possible so the lease can be terminated. So James' name is still on the lease in Josh's apartment. Which is why I was assuming James would just fucking show up there. Because he's legally allowed to be there. And now Josh is trying to get him to break the lease. I'm kind of on James's side here. He should be able to just not show up. Like, what's Josh gonna do? He ran away. What can I do? We break the lease. And then James says, okay, please remember that as long as my name is on the lease, you'll continue to have access to the resources that are being funneled through you. The thing is, I come off the lease, the entire state of Georgia gets pulled out of the deal. I do not know what the fuck that means, okay? But James sounds serious. And I said, what resources has he ever actually given you? And Josh says, I wish I knew. And then James says, I really don't think I read this. I think I was, whatever I was doing at the time when I was getting these, I wasn't reading them all the way. When did the notarized paperwork when did the paperwork being notarized become a requirement? This is what James is asking him from, I guess, a Snapchat, it looks like up top. Just tell them to stop bothering you about my end of it. They don't need that paperwork to end the lease. Your end is signed. You pay the rent. Your end is enough for them to terminate. From now on, don't mention it. Regardless of what they're telling you, if you signed the paperwork and handed it in without further promise of payment, they won't open another lease. The lease doesn't need to be terminated. The main payee has to be given notice to vacate. Since that's done, no matter what they're telling you, nothing else is required. What do you guys think? Do you think Josh is trying to get James back in there? I don't think Josh is like smart enough to trick James. Like, oh yeah, you're going to sign this and it's going to terminate the lease, but really it's like renewing the lease. And then he's like, eventually James will come back. I don't know though. I don't really know what the fuck. Can't you just leave a place? What do I know? I've never just left a place. Because that sounds crazy to me. I wouldn't just walk off into the sunset like James did. No, the problem is I'm looking, this is what Josh is saying to me. No, the problem is I'm looking at getting a new apartment in a couple of months. When this lease expires, and they told me that Jimmy has to sign the paperwork to be taken off the lease as he proceeds to tell me. He's not signing it. He doesn't need to, and they want his information, and that's all they're doing, and he knows it all. As I just tell him he died or something, he ran away. It's like the same thing. Honestly, just forge a signature. Pull a Corey Richens. Yeah, James Andrew Saroka. I totally signed this. And they said, oh, well, I did. Oh, I did. Well, I will now because he won't sign it. So I don't even know. What does it say? Oh, I did. Well, I will now because he won't sign him. So I don't know what to do. I don't even understand what that means. And then this is today. This is James live with a friend. And then I said, who is his friend? Because I wanted to know who his friend is. And he said he had a new guy to drive his car that he's getting. And I said, why can't he drive his car? And he says, because he has no license. He's getting a car or a camper. And I said, with what money? And Josh says, mine. And I said, Josh, don't give him money. What the fuck? And Josh said, no. But who knows? And I said, Mamma Mia. And then Josh said, I don't even know where he is anymore. He got mad at me about the apartment. I said, I thought he was in Vegas because Josh said 2 days ago that he was in Vegas. And he said he was when he got hit by the car. And that's all we know. And that's all I know. So that's why I thought he was in Vegas. And I guess that's why Josh thought he was in Vegas. And what else? Now we can watch AI videos of James. Do you think he'll come back? I don't know if he'll come back or not, but it really doesn't matter if he doesn't come back. We haven't seen James's AI videos in a while, so we're probably kind of behind on them. We should see what we got. They're probably goofy, so. Didn't we see the banana? I could have sworn we saw the banana one already. Did we not? Am I crazy? What was the last one we saw? James was playing chess with himself. To taste the tongue with its air. The cold nights. We definitely saw this one. We saw the spiders. Did we see the snake? Steb and Fen? It said more chess, so I don't know if we saw. I'm pretty sure we did see this one. We'll just go from here, I guess. Because I don't think there's actually a lot. I thought there's more, but there's not. That's okay. Let's see what this crap is. I feel like I've seen the banana one, but I might be just chirping. I might have seen it and just not watched it, or been like, oh yeah, we gotta watch that on the thing.
They've marked the trailhead coordinates. Numbers get you started, but once you're in the trees, they fade. Out here, every breath feels like a new chapter.
I don't think I watched him make this bird. He whittled a bird.
And every piece of wood carries a story waiting to be.
Numbers keep popping up. Let's see what they mean.
Yeah, we did see this one.
Huh. They line up perfectly. That's it. Time to put it to the test.
Temperature's dropping fast, but the fire's keeping me alive. Need to stretch a bit.
Wow. Look at that. Unreal.
Worth every frozen second.
Dive controls engaged, bringing her down. There you are, look at those lights. ROV's moving in, coral bed ahead, readings are steady. Oh wow, that is magnificent, like a living galaxy.
Hey there, ready to see a banana dance? Let's peel. Hello. Yeah, it's going bananas here. I'll call you back.
We did see that, didn't we? Did we see that?
Stay fruity, friends.
It's heavier than I expected, but it's peaceful out here. Sometimes you just have to breathe and let it all fall away. Come on, let's walk. Worth every step.
Control, I'm on the surface. Atmosphere is breathable.
Dense but stable.
Visuals are
Incredible. I'm seeing movement. Small creature at my 3 o'clock.
copy that. Keep it calm. We're getting the feed.
Stand by. Large craft to the cenote in Mexico, and it's
Yeah, this is new. So this is him going to Mexico, because it always says he's going to Mexico. I guess he didn't do any, you don't remember the banana? We might have thrown it in like, I know what I was calling them. I wasn't calling them Undercover Penguin, and I wasn't calling them Bippin' and Boppin'. I probably didn't call them anything when we were just looking around at stuff. That's not the right word. I'm not awake right now, man. James fucking blindsided me this morning, okay?
It's unreal. Check out that color. Had to grab a shot from up here. And right next to it, these old ruins. How cool is that? Best trip ever. Something.
Well, that's it. That is it. And I think I did not fill up enough time. And I was like, oh, he'll probably be live by the time we read Josh's messages. And why is this telling do not disturb? But we don't. So is there anything else you guys want to look at? Oh, why are you being like this? My phone is being evil. Hold on. Fucking stupid piece of shit. There we go. I forget what I was saying now. Is there anything else to look at? What? That's what James does. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Oh, why? Grab a Mios. I'm drinking a Mios right now. I've almost drank the whole thing. I'm becoming immune to caffeine again. I don't know. I've actually been awake for a bit. I just I don't know. I have to be in a certain mood to go live, or else I'm just like, I'm so off. I'm so out of it. Like, I was in a nice, comfy, cozy world, and I gotta come to the fucking shithole internet. It's not a fun place, the internet, you know? And it just, like, threw me off, and now I'm all out of it. Body cams. Oh, there is, I don't know about body cams, but probably. There's a Midwest Safety has been actually pumping out some body cams. We could watch those. Just so, like, the stream at least fills out an hour, and then if James still isn't back, then we'll just dip. And I was expecting for someone to know where he was. Like, there's some people who are pretty good at spotting surroundings around James. So he was on Lake Mead, like the street or boulevard or drive, I don't know what it is. Something Lake Mead and something, and he walked by a Star Motel, and that's all I know. So I don't know if that's Vegas or California. Those are the only two places he really goes. So, like, I can't see it being anywhere else. But who knows, man? Who knows, man? Alright, so what we got? Body cam released in Samurai Sword Massacre. That sounds crazy. Police discover kidnapped woman chained to floor. What the fuck? U-Haul chase turns into beach standoff. Woman and cop argue over hacked Snapchat. Sounds interesting. Fire Johnny Rockets worker returns for revenge. SWAT responds after drug dealer shoots two cops. That's not good. That guy's gonna end up dying. And the cop's wife thinks she's untouchable. That looks scary. How to get banned from every airport. I think I watched this myself. It was alright. I don't really feel like watching it again. Gets justice on her attacker. She probably killed him or something. Railroad attack. This is enough though. Like this like fucking an hour at least. Hold on.
There's a lot going on in this one. Some loud, some subtle, but if you really listen to the word.
What a weird setup for the house. Or hold on. Look at this shit. Can we get a better angle?
We'll show up, take care of whatever.
The office.
What is this? Why? I went too many frames. Is this a hotel? Why do we have a lamp right behind the TV and a chair? This is the most weird, awkward. If she designed this room and there's nothing on the walls, she's a lunatic. Cool.
Nothing wrong with that. And she is taking something on her phone where she can take.
You know, a mirror costs like... I actually don't know. I just find mirrors. The mirror that I have in my bedroom right now, I found in like the furnace room of my house. Like behind a bunch of stuff. And I just put it up. I don't know how much mirrors cost. I think I went to the thrift store one time and I found a mirror for like $10. I've never priced a mirror. I was gonna say I used to work at a thrift store, so I should be pricing mirror. I used to price a lot of books. I was good at pricing books. People, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe this is. I live like a crazy person. So I mean, but I am a crazy person. So yeah, I do think the way that a person lives is kind of a representation of who they are. It's a very strange setup. I don't think anyone, other than a hotel layout person, would design a room like that.
Pretending to be me.
It's not cozy, you know. It doesn't feel like home. It feels like you're. If a person can get charged by not giving a cop information that you can prove you had knowledge of a crime, you can get charged, right? But a cop can just ignore reports, and the fucking person who's being accused of this stuff even said that they had her password and stuff. So that's like an admission of guilt. That should be enough to investigate. And he's just gonna be like, I don't like how they're talking to me, I'm dipping. I don't know. I think the cop should be punished, probably. It needs to be at least investigated. Or America. No, it's America. So it says revenge porn or non-consensual intimate imagery. NCII. There's an acronym for it. Is a criminal offense classified either as a misdemeanor or a felony. So he should be investigating. They're saying there's a crime happening. Person says like, yeah, I did that crime. Or at least saying that they had the means to do so, right? If they're, maybe there's already investigation happening and they're like overkill and that's why the cap is done. But if there's no investigation, I think, yeah, this is just crazy to me. I don't know.
Go to jail.
You won't listen.
Okay, so do you want to go to jail?
It'd be like this, because this is a cop's fucking job. Imagine being a firefighter and getting to a house that's on fire, and the people are just annoying as fuck, and you're like, you know what? Put out your own fucking fire. I'm leaving. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Jail.
A warrant to search the phone to see if she downloaded the woman's. Apparently, this woman has proof that she's done it, but the cops, I don't want to see that. No crime was done. She's saying that a crime was done. How? Okay, so how would we go about this then? Let's say somebody has made a Cash App and is selling people your nudes. What do? You tell the cops, right? And if the cops were like, "Fuck you, you're annoying," you know what I'm saying?
Or go to jail.
I'm not doing anything. So
The lady didn't even send nudes, but how do we know? The lady had access to all of her shit. She was just like, I never had her social. She's like, just because she said that doesn't mean we can believe her. There needs to be an investigation.
It's a full-time fucking job. It's a full-time fucking job. Just paying attention to what is going on in the world. These stories, staying updated and updating the stories that we've already learned about. It's a full-time fucking job.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $9.99. Let's see what Ashley has to say about this oncoming police car revolving light.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for the 10. I guess updating the stories is a full-time job. Watch me be like completely wrong. Well, I mean, like, I don't know what's happening, right? I don't know for sure, but watch it be like a fucking Heather Gillespie thing where everything she's saying is actually a lie and she's trying to friend the person. The reason I don't believe that is because the person said that she had the password and she changed the Facebook username. You know what I'm saying? So she had the means to hack her shit. It's like she had already hacked it. She's like, I didn't hack it. I just hacked it. I was like, well, then maybe you did do all the rest of this stuff. You're not following a police officer's orders. So even if the orders are wrong, necessarily, they don't care. They have all of the authority in that situation. They're just going to arrest you. It wouldn't matter if like 10 months down the line in a court of law, a judge is like, yeah, no, the cops were in the wrong there. You're still going to go to jail. So like, why risk it? That doesn't fucking make sense. Unless you like going to jail. Unless you like being wrapped up in the legal system. Yeah. Do I have braces here? I actually can't tell. Hold on. I don't think so. No, I don't have braces here. You want to see me in chess club? Look, left to right. It's even not I'm not showing you guys my real last. Hey, look, it's me as a kid with. I thought I had braces here, but I guess I didn't. I don't have braces here, and I'm wearing a beer T-shirt in school. Wow, cool kid. What the fuck is this? So they got all these? Oh my goodness. Well, every other club had a left to right. Did it say left and right? I already closed the picture. God, do I have the reopen close tab thing? Oh, yeah, no, left to right. Left to right. There's usually a bunch of people. I was the only one. You know? I just didn't want to go to school. You know? They would, there's chess club tournaments, so you could take a day off school to go play chess. But I didn't have anyone to practice with. I was the only one in the fucking chess club, so I just played chess by myself. We lost all the tournaments. Big fucking surprise. Taxpayers' money, hard at work. We got, what, 4 guys trying to figure out how to spell this lady's name when one of them could just walk back into that fucking building and get it and be done with all this? This is obviously a multifaceted investigation.
2 counts of felony battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting without violence, and disorderly intoxication. She was adjudicated guilty on all charges except one of the battery on a law enforcement officer charges, which was dropped. She was sentenced to 4 months in jail with 2 months and 23 days of jail credit.
She probably had fun.
She served another month and 7 days in jail and was released back into the public.
You ever notice how alcohol doesn't just make people louder, it actually changes how people interpret everything around them?
Yeah, alcohol's a fucking shit drug. It's driving me crazy. How are we gonna fix this? I guess we gotta go turn that off, and then we'll turn, where's my thing? We'll come in here. We'll turn this up. Oops, that's the wrong one. We'll turn this off. Oh god. Why did I think that would... Yeah, I didn't know why I thought that would work better. This is what I see all the time, just this pink shit. But if I just maximize this, should be right.
Just one. Give me.
She's kind of a, like, she's thin. Maybe she only had one Bloody Mary, a big Bloody Mary, but maybe she hasn't eaten all day or some shit.
My phone.
You will not gonna get.
Maybe she's popping pain pills too. That would turn this into a one drink. You know that gym guy who's like, oh, this is how you're supposed to act at the gym. I can't really describe his content too well right now. Usually he's like, this woman said that this guy was creeping on her, but he was just working out or something. You know, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing a very good job describing him, but he looks like that. Felonies. For what? Maybe this isn't who I'm thinking of. Who's Wes Watson? Why did he get arrested on 5 felonies? Is that him? Fitness YouTuber alleged new rap sheet. Is this the guy though that I was talking about? Hold on.
So some of you guys.
Blah blah. I don't think this is the guy. He doesn't sound like the guy. Sorry, no, I was just looking through some of the shorts. What is with this whole my ex is a fucking cop, imagine I'm your wife, I'm divorced shit? They don't give a shit about that. You crashed into somebody. Your fucking marital status has nothing to do. You're gonna get messed up if you keep kicking the door.
I have problems with anxiety. Please just let me, please.
Listen.
Please just let me drive drunk and crash. And he called her a pain in the ass. Hold on.
You guys take care of the dog?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
What a pain in the ass she's been. Oh, fuck. What's happening with this lady? Maybe she's having a bad time in life. James, at the beginning, he went live. It surprised me. Actually, there was like a couple minutes of the live that I have recorded and airdropped. I forgot to play the like first 3 minutes. We can watch the first 3 minutes after this. This is the last cop video I have queued up, and he has not got back, so I'll probably sober by now. I don't know if it's her ex-husband or just somebody else. Her last name, she said her last name was Sunderman or Sunderland. I can't remember when she was married. That, I mean, maybe his last name is to me, the way she's speaking about her husband and Pablo, I think they're two different. Damn. All right, let me put this back. Where's my filter? The color key. Close that. Are we back? Hey, we got this back. Okay. So there's like, let's watch the first 3 minutes of that live, I guess. That this is just when I was getting the stream set up. So there's not much. And then around here, I think, is when I was live. Let's see if there was anything interesting you said before that while I was fumbling around.
So it won't just be the AI content the way it's been for a while.
That sounds the exact same.
I'll be able to make videos for you and go live, which is very exciting, especially now that these companies are coming out with the satellite service for the phones. I'll be able to, provide you with content in places that, in the past we'd have to do I'd have to do a recorded video for you. And now we'll be able to go live and post in real time in a whole new way, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we could always do that.
So, Heavenly, welcome on. Fred, how's it going? I'm seeing some of my people that have been here with me for a while. I know it's been some time, but I'm doing my best here. Comments disappeared. I don't know where they went. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, there's just all this. I'm still, I haven't been live in a while, and the app has some new features, so I'm gonna have to get used to them. But thanks for the likes, I appreciate you. When do I usually start broadcasting? Well, I'll tell you what, the plan and the idea is to be broadcasting in the morning. I want to be able to come live for you in the mornings, and then possibly at night. But realistically, I'm probably going to come live with you as often as possible in the mornings. And I might get to live stream with you. At this point, I don't really have a promise of consistency. I can guarantee you I'll be live with you at least one day out of the week. I'm going to do my best to promise you that.
That's fine with me because so Heather Gillespie on Feral Fridays. We could do what? There's no J. Saroka Saturdays, Saroka Sundays. I'm gonna do with S. I mean, like Saturday, Sunday. My point is, I don't like covering James every day of the week. Once a week is perfect.
When I say do my best, I mean, just the situation right now. I have to put a lot of focus on getting ready for the road. But as often as possible, I'll come live with you. And it'll be anywhere between, say, a half hour to 2 hours. And, today we're going to do, I'd say, just around a half hour live stream, if not a little less. And then I
think we came in at this point. So that's James. That's James live. That was him live. It's just his plans on what he was going to do. And he's growing his hair back. And he's fat. Well, maybe not fat. He's put weight on. Who knows what he's eating, where he's eating. Who knows if he even got hit by the car. Yes, I think he's still in Las Vegas. I don't know the landscape that well, but how would he have gotten to California if no one was helping him? So, I don't know. Who knows? But he's not back, so if he comes back, maybe I'll be live again. Or maybe I'll just record it and do whatever I want. I have to wake up though. I'm gonna go drink more Mios and smoke some weed. And I'll be around. I don't know if I feel like doing Brooke today, but I think we're less than 10 days from her court date. So I gotta start doing some of that again. I don't have any other plans. I don't know what else to tell you guys, other than I hope you're having a good weekend. And I will see you on the Fly by Day Flop.